Yeah, I just bagged on Pat in the Rapid, but it is like I don't he like for like an 11th man on the roster, he is nice to have.
Sure, yeah. I mean, okay, like you know me, Point Pat, okay. Uh he's rocking a new fro or not fro, just a new cut today. All right, we're finally up on YouTube. It's
Good.
not really, nothing fro about what he's doing. I don't know why it doesn't work just right off the bat, but we're on YouTube now. Okay, good. Now I can focus. Point Pat, and they're rocking with they're rocking with AJ still.
Yeah, they brought him back in.
Who's up off the bench there that just came up? Was that Marjan?
We
All right, Pat. I think Marjan may have just gotten up off the bench. Yep, Marjan Beauchamp is going to get first quarter minutes.
Gosh.
Unless there's not a stoppage. Boy, DeLon Wright's really buried.
Yeah,
if this is happening.
No Rollins, no Gary.
I mean, Brunson's destroying them now. Like, you just need guys are just coming in to soak up fouls at this point against him, right? Oh geez.
Please. Okay. That was like the Bucks in-game entertainment on Friday. Those guys could not buy a layup.
Lisa's talking about his right hand right now. Like, obviously that's the hand the pinky he split open last week on the rim, but sounds like on that dunk attempt he may have whacked it again. That's what they're talking about right now.
The 10-point personal run for Brunson right now.
Yeah, I was gonna say. That's like a lot of contact there too.
There's been a lot of contact in general.
Yeah, the refs are really letting him play. Get in there. All right. This is a good game so far, though, man. It's
for a matinee.
Yeah, the Knicks have just sat on 3 fouls though for the entire quarter. Like, it's great that it's a 1 possession game in light of that. He has 21 points already. Jeez.
Yeah.
Just annihilating everybody. Uh-oh. Get that loose ball. Come on, guys.
Oh, don't give him.
Oh, no. Jesus Christ. That's a risky pass, man. We don't need to do that. Hey, Pat Connaughton gets a block. All right. I don't love this lineup right here at the end of the quarter. I mean, I feel like with Chris Middleton out there, they were not running the offense through him. Instead, they were running they were letting Pat take the ball up the court and set the offense, which I don't know about that. I know Doc likes point Pat Connaughton sometimes, but
but
I don't know about that right now. I think, man, just throw DeLon out there. Come on, he's not going to do worse defensively than what we've seen so far. Were they giving away sandwiches or are those t-shirts? Oh, they're t-shirts. I thought they may have been sub sandwiches for a second.
Ooh.
Wanna know. This is a big song at Oktoberfest in Germany. This song in particular.
It's a big soccer song.
I believe that.
When you score a goal.
Oh, nice. I'm putting this in our chat right now with the Brewhoop guys, but I assume we're about to see Marjan defend Well, Brunson's going to be out.
I mean, Marjan is, a
Like,
defense first player, as we know.
so they say. I mean, okay, so like, I was about to say, like, are we about to? We may have seen at the end of that quarter, had he gotten in there, we may have seen Marjan Beauchamp put in some time on Brunson. But I mean, Brunson played that entire quarter. He's going to sit for a few minutes here. Yeah, I'm going to look at their. I believe in the first matchup. I mean, obviously the Knicks smoked them. But I think Brunson only had like 11 points in that one. It was not a great game. I'm looking. Back in November 8th, of course, Karl Towns at 32, but Brunson had 15 on 6 of 14. I mean, that's like over 5 from 3. It's not a terrible night, but it's not, like that's absolutely, you'll take that every time against Brunson. But yeah, they lost 116 to 94 with Towns. Anyway, okay, so we have Marjan on Deuce McBride. All right.
I'm more comfortable with that compared to.
I mean, yeah, that's better. Okay, let's get into that bonus. So Bucks, I think I just saw 2 of 8 from deep. Okay. Yeah, I mean, just a couple more threes. Maybe really the only difference for this one. Like the Bucks are up 22-14 in the paint. It said. I mean, yeah, they're like the Knicks are. There you go, Bobby. I don't know if the Knicks are a good defensive team anymore. I'm not gonna say they're bad, but they're just very different this year, which to be expected somewhat when you are adding Karl Towns. But
yeah, and losing defensive stalwart Julius Randle.
Well, and Dante DiVincenzo. Don't forget about him. But yeah, I mean, like the style of your team is going to change a lot just with like Towns on it. On Brook. All right, good. Okay, so now it's going to be Brook on. Well, okay, Bobby had Cat on that last possession. It looks like he does again now. It's interesting.
And that's not working out.
You may want to think about changing that,
particularly well.
Yeah. Like right now, you might want to just think about like, okay, we tried it twice because Lopez, but I don't think last time it was just like Lopez was just like, yeah, he didn't defend. Let's see if he gets that again. Nope. It's not like I thought he defended in that game terribly. Like, just I think schematically, here we go. Now Brook on Towns. Like, I want to see this matchup. See, already more successful. Much more successful.
Easy, Marjan. Easy, Marjan.
Dude, that ain't you. You had lots of options there. That's a 5-point swing just right there. Like, because Marjan dialed his own number and it results in an open 3 on the other end. Like, see, if I were Doc Rivers, give him that call. There we go. If I were Doc Rivers after that, I'd be like, all right, Marjan, I know you've only played 2 minutes, but like, unacceptable. It's like I would give him the hook right there just for that. Like you're on the you have Damian Lillard and like you have a 3-point shooter as a trailer in Lopez. You have Portis. Like, do not run the break against 4 guys.
Is DeLon that like still no DeLon? Like,
I mean, I think. Oh, we missed one. No, I think. Well, okay. Like when Brunson checks back in, I don't think they can go to They can't go to Ajax. They can't risk him picking up 4 before half. Like, I think they're probably gonna just put Green back out there. But if he picks up a 3rd, I don't know. I mean, I think you should be going, like, depending on how long Beauchamp stays in there, you might get to have a shift on him. But why not DeLon Wright? I mean,
maybe this is the Stanley Umude game we've all been.
There you go. I mean, he maybe is the answer for Jalen Brunson. Was it 23 he had in the first quarter?
Yeah. Ideally, we would be able to win these minutes without him.
Non-Brunson minutes.
But
okay, I mean they may yet.
Currently even, Steven.
So now he's getting a whistle today. I like that at least. So this will get them on. Okay, that's 2 on Towns. I mean, it's not that early, but like go at him again. See if you can get him the 3. Tibbs sucks. You know I don't like Tom Thibodeau. I've talked to some people in the Chicago media who don't have good things to say about him either. That's coloring what.
Yeah.
But like that doesn't surprise me. Like I from what I know about him, it doesn't surprise me that he's like, you know, apparently misogynist. So
oh, that's
like
fun.
there are, yeah. I mean, it's like not that like I'm sure there are plenty like in the NBA, like there are plenty of people who are like that. But
we've given that corner up.
I know
4 times, 3 times.
That's campaign. Oh look, he is hyped. He's hyped. He's for making a 3 against. Oh boy, you weren't ready for that, Chris. It looked like he was about to do. Remember that thing he would do, like the when he would hit a 3, like stick his tongue out. It looked like he was about to do that. They need to play a little closer. Fuck. Is that on Chris or Bobby? Probably on Bobby.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I thought things were until the last like couple defensive possessions like that Payne 3 in this one. It was going pretty well. But the defense has got a bit like too loose, like just pretty ragged right now.
Yeah. Nearly 50 points with 8 minutes in the second. Will.
Yeah. And no Giannis right now either. There you go, Chris. That's
and I really, yeah.
Nice. It's one of those, yeah, keep the scoreboard moving buckets. And they needed.
And that corner 3, like Bridges, Payne, McBride.
Oh my lord.
And now
it's like
going.
The very corner. Like,
yeah, like,
you know, I mean, we saw Payne there. Like, his form is so weird, as we all know. And like seeing him shoot that from the like deep in that corner, it's just like there's no way. But actually that form probably like since he oh my god. Man, he's like he's jacked for this matchup right now. Ugh. Yeah, a little bit of a campaign's trying to have a revenge game right now. Okay, shoot that. Oh, Marshawn, come on, bro. You have to make that. You're spotted up. This is like the best chance he's had. These are the first rotation minutes he's had in like weeks, if not a month. Oh god, and he overhelped on that one. That's a bad miss.
Yeah.
Who shoots that? Who shot that? That was Bridges. Or no, it was McBride.
Brooke, who is not going to pass that off to Marjan.
Marshawn only can be the garbage man there. You got to make the little plays, you know. Prince about to check back in. I think to be only down 5 while, I mean, yeah, they didn't have Brunson in.
Yeah.
But there was no Giannis either. So, and Towns was starting to cook. So it's not, I mean, it's not like a great place to be in, but I just feel like it could have been a lot worse.
Yeah.
So call Anthony Towns. Call. From Jersey. Oh, they're gonna. But he's at every Knicks game. Why do they need to show Zoolander and just be like, "Welcome, Ben Stiller"? Like he has season tickets. Like, did they do this for Spike Lee too? Oh, is Starbury there? I had a Stephon Marbury Suns jersey when I was a kid. There he is. There with probably his agent from China. You know how he has a statue of himself in China? Did you know that?
Define of himself.
Like the team he played on in Shanghai or wherever made a statue of him. Like just like, the Lakers did with Kobe and Shaq and Magic Johnson. Like
Funny.
he means as much to that friend. I mean, he played for the Knicks and then he just decided to go play in China. He played there for like another 10 years or so. Like, and he made just gobs of money. He was like the first big Chinese star, like who, like in that league who like stuck around in that league, like who came from the US. Like it wasn't like, like Yao Ming where they went overseas, but he's a big deal over there. He has his own shoe line. Bucks draftee Stephon Marbury. I think he was drafted, but he was immediately traded, but he was technically drafted by them. I want to say, and he was traded for might have been Terrell Brandon. I have to look. Although no, it wouldn't have been, even though because he started with the Timberwolves. Marbury. Whatever the thing is. No, he was traded for Ray Allen. He was drafted fourth technically by the Bucks, but that was a pick traded to Minnesota, and the Bucks traded down to I think it was 6 or 8 and got Ray Allen. So 98 draft.
Huh.
But yeah, technically a Bucks draftee, Stephon Marbury.
That's a cut.
I know, right? Okay, so they dumped Marshawn, otherwise they're rocking the same lineup. Oh, don't. Okay. Oh, Bobby, come on, dude. That switch off of Lopez.
Matador defense. Again.
Yeah, Brooks switched onto the driver. Yeah, they need to. I feel like this game is slipping a little bit right now.
Really?
Oh, get that. Oh, I want a whistle there. Torian Prince sending a message. He didn't really. It almost looked like he put his hip into Cameron Payne. Almost. Looking at the replay. All right, Giannis is coming up off the bench. They need it bad. Green back out there. All right, Bob. Keep the scoreboard moving. Okay, so it's going to be AJ Green on Brunson, I guess. And I assume it's going to, like, I'm assuming Giannis will get Bobby here. Oh, geez. It is a revenge game. Yeah, it kind of sucks to lose the no Brunson minutes because of campaign, right?
Mm-hmm. You live with Cat, but oh my god.
Oh my lord. Oh my lord.
Oy, oy.
It's like that'll teach you to trade me for Pat Beverly. Oh lord.
3 for 4.
I think the only way they're going to win this game is if someone just steps up defensively on the perimeter, like to deal with Brunson. I mean, I think they can probably, like, with Giannis and a little, as long as, like, Bobby, they need to just not match up any Bobby minutes with Towns the rest of the
Yeah.
game. That's I think that's an easy fix. But someone just really on the perimeter has to be able to stop Brunson. That's the only way they can win this game. Come on, TP. Oh. And they're 3 or 14 now. Oh no, it's Payne and Brunson. Who is that on?
Dame.
Okay, yeah.
And now we feel like we need to close out his threes even more. I mean, baits us into that shit.
Yeah. I mean, smart move by Tibbs to just be like, all right, we'll rock with them both for a little bit. Credit where credit's due. I didn't know that Payne was playing all that much for them. He's got 10 now, at least 12.
Yeah, 13 on the, or about to be 13. Yeah, now 13.
You know whose form, like, so Payne has that form at the line and obviously from the field too, where he's like got his shoulder. But Kevin Durant kind of shoots from that at the line sometimes too. But it's Kevin Durant, He doesn't like his jumper on the field doesn't look like that. This is good. I like the movement. Oh man, they're boy, the 3-point shooting is really tanked. I think they're 3 of 15 now.
How does he get that rebound?
Come on, dude. You have to. Good Lord. I'm watching this.
And only one person anywhere.
Like, okay, so they're just watching the ball for Brunson, but like Giannis has no idea. Like, I mean, Cat is just skying in beside him, as you can see, like that.
Yeah.
Part of it's like Brook is way far from the rim there, so he can't box out, but one thing about like Jackson, we've been talking about like Andre Jackson, just what his future is, just in the league on this team and everything, and how like whether or not he can stick and like the fouling and everything, of course. But one thing I've thought about, I've said is like, is Ajax right now? Is he I don't think he's an every night player in the NBA. Like there are just multiple games where it's like, all right, well, we're not going to be able to rely on him at all. I think AJ Green is like that to an extent too, not as much. Yeah. So that's why it's like I'd be nervous about having him as in the starting lineup in the playoffs. Ajax. But I don't think. Oh, it's a kids dunk contest, Morgan.
Ooh.
9-year-old Leia. Oh, terrible. No, you have to dunk it. That's a bank shot, Leia. This is a bank shot. That is not a dunk. Okay, London. Can you dunk it? Okay. That's better. You do a 360 and then you actually dunk it. That's how you do it. See, like that's like she may have traveled, but okay. Dunk it. Okay, that's good. That's good. Also probably a travel, but you know what? That's okay. Since you can't jump because it's a 5-foot rim, maybe. No, it's not her. She's getting no love from the crowd. Yeah, she like no one cheered for the first girl.
That's
There
the
was like
Frozen girl, isn't it? They're bringing her in
might have been.
again.
I didn't. You mean on the right, number 11, or which one's the Frozen girl?
She doesn't know that she won. The other girl is
Oh,
explaining to her that she won.
you won, but what do they win? Free donuts. I just think it's funny that the first girl, like when they were like, "All right, how about contestant number 1?" There was just no applause because it was a bank shot, not a dunk, not a dunk. So right now, okay, their best perimeter defender is in foul trouble. Um, maybe their second best. Maybe their second best is has a hip flexor strain. Another really good one was literally sent back to Milwaukee because he's too sick. Another is playing. He's got 2 fouls, and then there's DeLon Wright. Yeah, just not a recipe for success against this team today.
That was a
Good
nice
ATO.
find.
Yep. Yeah, interesting screen at the nail there from Dame. It's not something you see him typically do. Uh-oh.
That corner, that same corner,
That's 4 right now.
if at least.
And Chris is having to, like, he had to be the low man, and then there's just no one there. He had to catch the driver, or else it was an easy 2. Oh
Yeah.
boy. Not going well. Wow. He missed it, but get the rebound.
And we're just not
Giannis, you
gonna.
could have gotten that. Finally, the ball finds its way to a buck. Nice find by Chris.
Oh,
Oh, man. Okay, well, 3 on Cat is something. Maybe he's now going to the bench for the rest of the quarter. If they get it within 10, this could work. But they have to do that. If they get it within 10 by half. Rick Brunson.
oof.
Dude, I just like he should never miss it short. Earlier in the season, he was shooting better than he is now, certainly, because he's been like 50% over the last month or few weeks. But earlier in the season, like when he was missing long more often. I'm okay with that. But like Giannis should just never miss a shot. Certainly a free throw. But like any shot he takes, like where he's pointed right at the rim, where he's just like dead on straight behind the square, should never be short. Like if it's long, long from Giannis is a good miss every time on his jumper or his free throws. Oh Lord. Yeah, now math is hurting the Bucks too. They're just
25
trading 2s for
threes
3. They
for
haven't made a
them.
3 this quarter. Yeah. They haven't made one this quarter from deep.
Yuck.
I don't think.
25 and a half is crazy.
What was that? 25 and a half.
They've attempted 25
Oh,
threes.
yeah. Yep, that is a lot. I take it back. The Bucks are 1 for 7 from 3 this quarter after going 2 for 8 in the first. But then the Knicks are 6 of 15 this quarter. Oh, okay. That's 2 offensive fouls TP is drawn.
Yeah.
I that I'm impressed by. No,
Is there
don't
an
take him
easy way?
out.
Is there an
Sorry,
easy
what?
way to see how many shots of like different distances we've put up?
I mean,
Oh,
like, do you mean like
oh, I got it. Yeah. Never mind.
you mean just on like a box score, like, or like you're looking at individual like zones, like short, mid range, corners,
Yeah,
that kind of thing?
we've put up 13 mid range shots.
Shoot that. There you go. Finally made a 3. Yeah, not the most efficient shot selection, sure. Come on, get a few stops here, please. That's not a stop. They had it at 11 there. If they can just get within 10, I think there's a chance. Wow, Pat Connaughton 2 drives today. I'll give Pat Connaughton credit. When they've needed him, like when they've dusted him off once every 10 games or whatever, he
He's
actually has done pretty well.
Yeah, it's easy to get cold without.
Yeah, exactly. My God.
He's been
It's just insane.
good. 9 for 15.
I thought they were going to get it to like 10, but it's crazy. I mean, I guess that first game of the year where he only had 15 points, I mean, that was just a function of, all right, Cat has staked us this big lead. I don't need to do much. This is just kind of what he does. I would be curious to see, like, yeah, I mean, Gary Trent did so well on Halliburton the last time they played that, like, I think that would be a good matchup.
Yeah,
Today on Brunson, but yeah, it's hard out there. I don't know. I would be dusting off DeLon Wright though if it were me. Oh, it's the City Kids again. I'm gonna use the bathroom. These kids are still dancing.
I just
They had one segment in the first half, and they're getting another one at half. This is like, I mean, this is a Sunday matinee game. I guess they're figuring everyone's watching football. They're not gonna bring in Red Panda for this or something.
it's just to be a dance team as a halftime act, you need to be really good. And
Yeah, and yeah.
but I mean, it seems to be Kids Day in general, so I guess
Sure. I'm surprised to see that the Bucks actually managed 29 points in that second quarter. Um,
yeah.
of course, the Knicks had 39 after 36. Yeah, I mean, Towns and Hart, or not Hart, Payne both had 13 points. Um, the Bucks, yeah, I mean, they shot math is their problem on offense right now. They're 4 of 16 from 3. They went 2 of 8 again in both quarters. But they're shooting 53%. That's not much worse than from the field. That's not much worse than what the Knicks are doing. But I mean, obviously, like the disparity, and they're plus 18 at the 3-point line. Detroit, or not Detroit, New York. Not too much else though. That's like, I mean, turnovers, offensive rebounding, not really an issue.
Yeah.
Both teams have 14 assists. It's just 3 points. It's like points off turnover is the same. Bucks had a big edge in points in the paint in the first quarter, but then Towns evened that out. Second chance points, about the same. Bucks are actually outscoring them on the break right now. I don't know. Maybe we get some mean reversion. The Bucks are the second best 3-point shooting team in the league. They're uh, probably right up around. They're at least they're close in on 39% right now. I think they were 38 something coming into this.
Yeah, it's just yeah. It's kind of just what the NBA is right now. 15%
Of course,
difference in
yeah,
3-point shooting. What are you going to do?
make or miss league.
I'm enjoying the shot zone thing on NBA. I haven't really used that before all that much.
Like on NBA.com.
Yeah, yeah.
Like the sectors there, that is pretty
Yeah.
nice.
The Knicks are 4 from 6 from that corner for 3,
Mhm.
which tracks.
Yep.
It's got some it's got some extended potential.
Yeah.
I'm so pissed off. The Thunder lose once in
I
a
know.
month and a half, and it's in the game that doesn't count to us.
I know. It's I'm never not going to be salty about that.
How many? Uh, yeah, such a funny recap.
Yeah. There it is.
That's a sick highlight, to be fair.
Yeah.
Funny coming from Giannis.
Why are they talking to Michael Phelps and Anthony Anderson? Because there are no actual fans of these teams who came. It's be like, all right, we need to fly in some celebrities for this game in Vegas. That's something you're gonna have to change. Like, you can't expect many fans to like just up and like,
Yeah,
oh, my team has, I just my team made Vegas, like, and then you find out a day or two, like after 2 games, like, oh, they're gonna play this one game, like after one game in Vegas, they're like, oh, they might play this one more game. Um,
on a
Most people
Tuesday.
aren't gonna be able to, yeah, like you're not gonna get a lot of exactly. You're not gonna get a good chunk of any fan base outside of like maybe the Lakers because it's so close and there are a lot of them in Vegas, a lot of those fans. Um, yeah, it was like a library in there for this game. Like, how many
Um,
people are making a trip from OKC to Vegas or Milwaukee to Vegas for this game?
is the who was the country singer who was a Bucks fan during the title run?
Cheryl Crow.
Sheryl Crow. I haven't seen her recently.
I know.
That
I
bank
was
that
I was just
bandwagoner.
I was just thinking about her. Why? It was like, I think it was a karaoke thing. Someone was singing some. This was like on New Year's. Like, oh yeah, Cheryl Crow. That's right. She was. And then I looked her up. It's like on her Wikipedia page. It says her and her son are big Bucks fans. They were spotted at games, and yeah, we haven't seen her since. Um, she
Yeah.
also, I remember when they were interviewing her in her luxury box, she was insistent. My favorite, she was like, my favorite Buck is Bobby Portis Jr. Portis Jr. is like she kept calling him Portis Jr.
Yeah.
Like, I don't care that it's in the back on the back of his jersey. Like, that's not what he's going by. That's not what he goes by. It was like, this is how I can tell you're. It's just because his son or her son likes him, I guess. But
And
he's
her son's allegiance was very wishy-washy, which I think he was like 8, so
that's
valid, but
exactly. Yeah, like exactly, like that's gonna, like, that's the age you're like, oh cool, a good player and a team, I'm gonna root for that team. But 4 years later, he's probably, if he even still cares about basketball, he probably is not a Bucks fan anymore.
yeah.
Like, yeah, you can't expect that to necessarily keep up from that demographic. That is very true.
Notoriously flimsy
Yeah,
8-year-olds.
especially if there's no like familial connection, like you don't have a dad who's like adamant about sports fandom, like in your household.
Or live nearby. Like, I don't know.
That even, yeah, even more so, you don't have regular access to the games. I mean, when I was 8 years old, I think the only, like, I didn't even like, I couldn't watch the Bucks because we didn't have cable. Um, and like, so the only Wisconsin sports I could watch were, and like where I could follow really, like, were the Packers and the Badgers because I lived in Madison. And like I just cared about the Packers because they had just won a Super Bowl.
Yeah.
um, Hence, like, this kid with the Bucks. They only averaged 35 threes per game, New York. That is, um, It's like bottom 10. It's maybe 22nd or so. Um,
Hmm.
so yeah, they that's the defensive. I mean, there are a lot of things they have to do defensively, obviously, but covering up that corner seems like a big one. Like if they had if they'd done a better job, like not allowing corner threes that half, it's a single digit game, even with what Towns and Brunson have done to them.
Huh.
Look at that.
That's impressive.
So he does. So his foul rate must be, yeah,
But
pretty high.
I feel like it's more like it's partially grifting, but like he also just has a lot of moves in his bag and is super
Yeah,
quick and like he's yeah.
and he's got the ball a lot.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
yeah, I wouldn't call him a grifter. Um, more like Trey Young is a grifter. That's just no defense there. Um, Ajax completely gets caught up on two screens, and then I guess he's trying to ice him, but that was not a good idea. He shouldn't have been trying to ice him because there was a guy behind him. Like that was, yeah, really
No foul.
bad start. I
That's all
know,
we've
but it's just like room service layup for him. Keep his hands to himself. That's a quick timeout. Two blown possessions.
yeah.
On that one, yeah. I mean, I think that was on Ajax too. Actually, just looking at it because they blew a switch with him and
Yeah.
Lopez. Great.
What the hell? St. John's is in Manhattan?
The campus. Yeah, I think it is. I know that campus has moved. Like it was somewhere before, and then it moved back to the city. I'm gonna look. They call themselves New York's college basketball team.
I mean,
I
they can
mean,
call themselves whatever they want, but
to
yeah,
be
yeah.
fair, like they're yeah they're very good. Um, okay, it's in Queens, but
But they have a Manhattan campus, it looks like.
yeah, they do. They had one on Staten Island,
Oh
which
yeah,
is one that moved.
that's a whole I actually have some tea on that because my sister went to Wagner, which is on Staten Island, and there was talks that
Oh,
Wagner was gonna like buy it for the campus space. Um,
hmm.
I don't think that went through, but
Ah,
uh, yeah, weird place to have a college slash
yeah,
university.
yeah. Staten Island is Staten Island's weird, man.
Yeah,
It's like very not New York. It's like a
no,
whole different. It's like a foreign country in between New York City and Jersey.
yeah, thrilled that I don't have to go back.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know where they were at first, but they moved to Queens. Maybe they were in Manhattan at first, but they moved to Queens back in the 50s, it looks like.
Okay.
Okay, so all
Ooh,
right. Oh no.
that's Dame's second throwaway this
He's had a
game.
couple. He's had a couple, yeah. That's happened a few times in recent games where it just seems like whoever he's just not been on the same page with whoever has been received. Like Prince was moving away from where Dame wanted him to catch. He did that
Yeah.
with Giannis the other night too. Jesus Christ.
Like,
Boy.
yuck.
Uh
Is that a
what
dagger?
is
No, no. God damn it.
it's a terrible idea. You're down 20 and you put up that shot, Giannis. Like just get a high percentage bucket. Okay, it's this that's a backbreaker right there. It's now he's calling another timeout. My goodness. This is what's the run now? 10 zip to start the half?
Yeah.
Yeah, so the Knicks I think are going to be a problem for the Bucks this year. Last year I really didn't like they even with Brunson torching them, I think the Bucks they beat them at least 3 times last year. I know. But yeah, it's just a really different team this year, even with like a lot of holdovers.
You spelled deja vu. Where's the
Oh
accent
my
on there?
god. Why are these kids out there again?
They're out there again.
I mean,
Dude,
aren't these the same kids? They have to be
they're
the same
doing
kids.
the amount
Yeah,
of
it is.
choreo that these kids had is honestly impressive.
Like I hope they're getting paid for this. Like this is a lot of this is a lot
Yeah.
for a dance troupe at an NBA game. They're doing flips and stuff like that.
Child
It's
labor at
the
MSG,
I
my
know it's the New
column.
York Knicks. They can give them a scholarship for college here.
They probably have they have the Broadway system. They have their own tutor. They have their own wrangler.
Yeah. No, these kids are these might be they may have dance moms. These kids, you know.
Woof. Putting that in the recap. Woof.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, the start of this quarter, the 2 timeouts within like
2
3
minutes.
minutes. Yeah.
It's 10-18. Like it's
Not even. Wow, that's
yeah.
crazy. Especially when he called the quick one. He like quickly was like, "Okay, this is not looking good. Like I know it's been only 4 points, but we got to get this together right now." And then, oh lord. So that one right there, yeah, Ajax. So Ajax, both of them, he's not like that one. That one's fine, but the other two, yeah, he was his fingerprints were on those as like, okay, you kind of screwed that up, man. Yeah, and look at him, he's probably done for the day. He doesn't look good. Nice
Hey,
ATO.
let's go.
That's the Chris Paul drains a massive 3 to make it a 38-point game. Whatever that meme is.
I remember that. Yeah.
Hey,
Good
nice block.
defense.
You just have to not help too much. Oh, he must have. I'm gonna see what happens here. He might have caught. Yeah, he caught someone like on that drive with. Yeah, right here. You'll see Ananobi with his hand right there.
Yeah, that's fair.
I mean, like watching it in real time. Oh, look at this. Yeah, okay, that was definitely Anunoby got Giannis got him in the jaw. I don't know what's up with Brunson there. Not like they need him. What if this is the key that gets them back into the game?
I mean,
He stepped out of bounds right
come
there.
on.
He
Are
stepped
you
on the
kidding me?
line.
Oh my god.
Are you kidding me? He stepped on the line. I'm gonna watch it again. Yeah, he's on the right line for sure. And then they make that absolute slop. And it's that was campaign again. No, it wasn't campaign. Yeah, it's not gonna be their game if that shit is going in. On the line. On the line. On the line. Right in front of the line. Yeah, right in front of the referee. And then Deuce McBride makes that.
Can't they
My
call
goodness.
out of bounds in I mean they've called out of bounds on the Bucks retroactively. Maybe it's
Yeah,
only
on
on
a
the shot.
replay.
It might only be on the shot.
Yeah.
That looked a little
I know that was a little okay. That you can't be. Come on, Josh Hart. I liked how Brooke Lopez just like looks back. Like
it's like hello.
Josh Hart was literally trying to grab. Like I saw it again. He was trying to grab Brooke Lopez's ankles there, and yeah, Lopez turns back. Like whoever that guy in the baseline is, that was that same dude. He didn't call the out of bounds. All right, so we're probably going to see Stanley Amude in a bit, right? I don't know who else is dressed. I wonder if they brought. No, the other guys were they have Robbins, I'm sure, but like the young guys are all in Oshkosh. So
Was that Robbins getting up?
yeah, well he got up so Brooke Lopez could sit down.
You
I
don't
doubt
think
he's.
okay.
It's not like he's taking off his warm ups. He's just there.
Yeah.
Ugh. All right, I'm gonna look at what his free throw numbers are over the last X games now. So Giannis 4 for 8 today. And I forgot what the accumulation that we'd had prior to that. But this month, I can do quick math. 13, 33. This month, Giannis coming into this game. Well, we'll see what happens here, then I'll do it. It's really bad, man. 17 for he's 17 for his last 42 from the line.
Ouch.
I'll have to. I'm gonna recheck the math because he's 4 of 9 today. Do I have that right?
Confirming. 4 of 9. Yeah.
Okay. Let's just see if I mathed right in my head.
Another bad call? What?
Yeah, sure. Why not?
It's probably coming down. I don't know about that.
Okay. 17 and 42 is like maybe is that 40% even? I mean, let's find out really quick. That is
Not,
barely 40%.
it's not good.
This is the worst of his career, certainly. Like he's had some he's had some bad postseason series shooting free throws, like um, in Toronto and that Miami bubble series, but this is the worst I've seen it.
Huge is a
Lee says
strong
this,
word.
it'd be huge. I know. At least there are a lot of people who aren't watching this game because are the Packers playing right now, or is it just another NFL game? The Packers are starting like right now. I think
Yeah,
it says
I
a
think it's
3:30.
coming up.
3:30.
Screw it, I'm gonna. I'll come back soon.
Yeah, don't take your time. Hey, Anderson Cooper is there. I'm pretty sure.
What was
Yeah,
the
Anderson
verdict?
Cooper. Oh, unsuccessful challenge.
Yeah.
Anderson Cooper is like right behind Doc Rivers on the Bucks bench. I didn't know he would be at these games. See him there, right behind Doc Rivers, over to the left of Rivers, the white hair. That's Anderson Cooper. I was gonna look at what AJ or with what Andre Jackson has done today because he's played maybe like 5 minutes
5 minutes.
and what his plus minus is. And he made those two. He had those two drives, remember?
Yeah, that
But
was.
but he's minus 15 in 5 minutes. That's really bad. I mean, Prince is minus 20 in 18. Like,
Good stuff. No, less good stuff. Just don't go
this
for
is.
steals. Don't go for steals. I
I know.
pray. Just stay behind your guys.
I was chatting with Justin Garcia this morning about this one just because, like, of how terribly they played against the Knicks last time and how I guess pissed off Doc Rivers was about that. I mean, this is like, oh boy. Then they come out and do this.
Has Chris?
He's made a few shots, yeah.
Yeah,
I think he's probably got like 5 or 7 points.
no
He made that
assists.
3, and he had a couple mid rangers, at least one mid ranger. Well, this is the Knicks get right game. Clearly, lose 4 of 5. Um, then you have a team with like no perimeter defenders. At least like you've got some that aren't healthy, and the ones that aren't the ones that are healthy just really ineffective.
Hey, easy. It's within 20. Have hope.
Hey, you're right. No, it's not. It's not quite. It's within 21.
Wait. Oh, within
Yeah, I know.
22. Yeah. All those big numbers blurring together.
Who are Callie and Seth?
I have no idea.
Someone in my mentions says, like, I said this, like, with the Bucks' best perimeter defender in their rotation and foul trouble, maybe their second best injured, and another solid one who would have jumped in the rotation today was sent back to Milwaukee. They were just down to Green in the first half. We just use DeLon right. It can't hurt. And someone says, I'm starting to wonder what's going on with DeLon. He started many games in the first month of the season, so he must have looked okay at practice. I want to start the rumor that he broke up Callie and Seth's marriage. Like, who are they? I don't care enough to ask back. But the only Seth I can think of who's like associated with the
Seth Curry
now.
Because isn't that's Doc's kid, right?
That makes sense. That's okay. Yeah. That's right. Seth Curry is married to Doc Rivers' daughter. I remember something about this.
Is that no more?
I don't know. Let's find out. Seth Curry. I was looking up Seth Curry yesterday because we were talking about him as like, in trades. Callie Rivers. All right, we're gonna look at Seth Curry's Instagram. What exactly they were challenging? That's fair in this game. Like that's a fair thing to wonder about. Okay, so I'm looking at Seth Curry's Instagram, and they're just pictures of him going back. Let's see how far. I'm trying to see how far we have to go back to see anyone but him, like his wife.
What?
That's a successful challenge. That's interesting. So it was an unsuccessful challenge, and then they made a successful challenge like later. What exactly just happened?
I have no idea.
Yeah, they challenged that goaltend, and it was unsuccessful. But now they've reversed it. Like after play went on, I'm confused.
But if it was successful, then why do the Knicks still have those points on the board?
I don't understand what's going on. I haven't been paying. I'm looking at Seth Curry's Instagram. I'm not because of reasons. Oh, okay. Here's a picture of him and his wife and their son. That's from that's from November of 2021. Okay, never mind. But that's the most recent. That's the most recent picture on his Instagram of anyone in his family. Certainly of his. Yeah. Okay. Maybe there's some truth to that. Maybe they're on the rocks. I don't know. I do kind of want to know what happened to that challenge, but also like, who the fuck cares? This game is a blowout.
You gotta have hope. There are minutes left in this game.
There are tens of minutes. Although no, it's under 10.
No, they're not. There are eights of minutes.
There are eights. There are sixes. All right, I'm looking at Callie Curry's Instagram right now. She's got a lot of pictures of her. She's still listing herself as Callie Rivers Curry. All right, so she has some pictures of her on like a girls' trip to Jackson Hole from back in October. When's her last picture of?
Now
Okay,
we're
here's a
within
picture of her
now
and
we're
Seth.
within 20 officially.
There you go.
Just
All right, last picture of her and Seth on her page. It's hard for my computer to do this while things are like playback's happening. All right, that's the 20. That's February of last year. Okay, yeah, there's some pictures of her at the Olympics with Seth. Okay. Okay, so but oh, she has a story. Wait, okay, hold on, hold on. What's in her story today? Her Instagram story. Okay, it's her and it's her kids screwing around. Something about the fires in California. Something about food, fires in California. Something about TikTok. Something about the Bills. It's not clear. They were together as recently as August.
okay.
Patrick Ewing. Not banned from Madison Square Garden. They've shown Ben Stiller so much. I guess no, most of it's been like the fan cam. Never mind. All right, if they get within 10, it's a game.
If they get within 15.
Sure. Lawler's Law, though.
Don't get me started on Lawler's Law. The Bucks scored the first point. By Morgan's motto, they'll win.
Morgan's motto. I thought that was about the tip off.
Oh.
Your Morgan's motto. Yeah.
I think then, yeah.
And regardless, I don't know. Lawler's Law, it's like 90-some% of the time, man.
It's been worse in today's NBA though, because people score
it's more. Getting here. There's a website about it. I always notice it when the Bucks, like, there have been a few times this year that they've
and like, it's not that impressive. Like broken.
Now it's
scoring. It's based on scoring points, more points. I don't know.
There's a website that tracks it. Let's see if it's still on. If they're still updating it. Hey, when you Google Lawler's Law, the second thing that pops up, the first thing is lawlerslawtracker.com, the website I was talking about. The second result, the second hit, is a article from brewhoop.com called Against Lawler's Law from March 29th, 2022, written by Morgan Ross.
I was just pulling it up myself. Glad
you are the second hit on Google. The SEO has stuck. Now, let's see how it is this season so far. Yeah, okay, so it's down to 86%. 2 years ago it was at 85. So yeah, certainly, like, it was up above 90% every year until 2018.
Good defense.
So there you go.
I'm glad it's still there. That's funny.
Is Ralph Lawler, is he still alive?
I don't think so. I don't think he was when I wrote my piece
either. I think he passed a couple years ago. No, he's still alive. He's 86. To be fair, he is like one of the great basketball. Like, he was like an absolutely great announcer. I don't know if you ever listened to him. Like, he like the way he would call, like, I mean, he had to deal with the Clippers, unfortunately, but he was a great announcer. Like, he was a very exciting announcer. Wikipedia says he's the one who coined wedgie.
That's true. That's true.
I mean, we have to. we have to. The lob and the jam. That's iconic. That's an iconic dunk call.
Let's
Hey, look at that.
go. Let's go. I think
All right,
that's
so maybe this will be like that Nets game.
yeah. I believe
16 points. Tap the sign. Okay.
And we're gonna
Oh, bad foul. Just when things might be getting interesting, let's see. Yeah, Chris Middleton just allowed Anunoby to get in behind him.
yeah.
No problem. And then add add insult to it, he fouls him. At least he missed it. All right. If they get it within 15 by the start of the fourth, maybe it's a game. Maybe it's a game. I don't know. It's not looking good. These last two possessions seem to have killed whatever momentum they had.
Yeah, I'm reading my piece again. I killed it.
I'll have to look back at it. I remember you wrote that. And like that was of course before I was like managing editor. But I remember being like, I didn't hate it. I was just more like, nah, come on, that's a good one. Like, because it like okay, listen, even if it's only correct 85% of the time now instead of like 92 where it always was before, that's still like it's like you can rely on it.
I refer you to my published work.
You can okay, if something's true 85% of the time, it's like
yeah, but that's
something you rely on.
I don't. It's like, oh, who's gonna win this game? It's the team that has more points than the other at a certain point in time is gonna end up having more points than the other team at a certain point in time. Like that's.
But it's not a point in time. It's just like it's just a total. It's a point total.
It's silly. I think to predict which team has the most points, you're predicting it based on which team gets a lot of points.
I think you can. I think okay. You could make a like for the way the game has evolved. Jesus Christ, Jalen Brunson.
Over Giannis.
37. All right, just take everyone out. Come on, like they tried. They had a gasp there, but now it's time. Like it got up to 21 again. We'll debate Lawler's Law in a moment.
Yeah.
There was one point I was going to make. That's a nice little move there, Chris. He looks all right today. Yeah, 6 of 8. Okay. Not Chris's fault today. You're playing way too far off him, Bobby. Just it's some like turnstiles, subway turnstiles. After that, the Knicks just completely stomped on their throat after that run.
I mean, that's when Brunson came back. So
is that when he checked in? Like right when that happened was when he checked in. Ooh, Tyler Kolek. Maybe we'll see him.
Mm.
That first quarter was really nice, wasn't it?
I remember it like it was quarters ago.
I mean, it was like not nice defensively, but it was like, hey, this is a good game. This seems like a high execution game. And no, it hasn't been.
108.89.
Yeah, I was gonna say they must be over 30 for this quarter. Okay, so Lawler's Law, I feel like you could probably make a new one today that's more accurate. Like Okay, if a team, the first team to get to, it's probably not 100. I'm sure it's like several points over. Wins the game 90+% of the time.
Yeah, but the higher the number is, the less impressive it's a trade-off.
I guess it's relative because like it was much more impressive to get over 100 points in the NBA when Lawler first started, when he made the law.
Yeah.
Now it's routine. So I don't know. You just have to, like, the first team to get to 100 points was always happening at the very end, of a game when he was making that law. Now it's happening much earlier. So you have to make it like, I don't know. Average NBA scores now are in the teens, so it probably has to be like 109 or something like that. But still, even if it's true 85% of the time as it is today, that is a bet you take. You don't agree?
Again, I refer you to my published work.
I have to read it. I have to read it again. But
Right.
why do you disagree with my statement?
Let me write in peace.
Okay, fine. Full disclosure: this was not supposed to be a hit piece on Lawler's Law.
I'm trying to make a muddler joke, and it's not working.
A what joke?
A muddler joke?
Muddler?
Yeah, bear with me. Yeah.
Okay. I'll read it later. Morgan's motto. Ah, 114. That's what it says in your article.
At the time, yeah.
That was from 2019. Must be higher now then. Okay. Giannis is probably done. He's taking his jersey off. I don't know. Maybe if they get it to like 15, he comes back in. But
Is it?
well, maybe not 15. Like maybe like 10 at this point because it's 17 right now. There's still a whole quarter left to play.
Yeah.
Another foul. What do you think of these jerseys and the court for the Knicks? The New York thing? I like it.
I've ripped on it before.
Really? The
I don't
double
like. Yeah. Let me see if I can find it.
I mean, I think they've done that. Like, this is not the first time they've had a jersey with that. Jesus, he's got 40 now. I feel like the execution of this jersey is a lot better than their previous stab at it. Because before I didn't like it either. I kind of like this one.
This is me from the last Knicks game that I wrote up. I put it in the chat. I thought I put it in the chat. There we go.
Oh, there it is. It's hard for me to open the okay.
Oh my gosh.
Typical New York's navel gazing. No, I mean, you get it, right? Like why this logo is, why they do it twice.
Why?
Yeah, you get it why it's New York, right?
Because it's like New York, New York. But
Yeah,
it was like 3.
I guess I see what you mean. There's you're saying there's in the primary logo where it says New York Knicks and then New York, New York. Yeah, they probably can do away with some of that.
Yeah.
Oh dear. I see what you're saying. On top of the shadow. But what about just having New York, New York as the word mark on the jersey?
The what?
Just having New York, New York as your word mark on the jersey.
It looks like I'm taking like an eye exam. I just
Like I said, I thought the first time I was like, I don't like that, but now it's grown on me. I think the execution of this jersey is much better. But yeah, it does. Yeah, like especially I like just there when whoever came in the background there, Bridges came into the background of of Connaughton, and like he's out of focus. It does look pretty crazy seeing it out of focus. It's like you don't adjust your television set. Okay, stop showing Gary Trent. There's 12 seconds. Okay, thank you. They were just showing Gary Trent Jr. sitting on the bench, and there had been like 10 seconds gone by in the shot clock already.
Yeah.
Typical from them. I have to look at their 3-point shooting numbers. It's not good. I don't know why the fuck Tibbs still has his start. I mean, well, I know why. It's because it's Tibbs. But like, this is why your team gets exhausted. You're running these guys out there so much for a game like this. I mean, yeah, Jalen Brunson, 43. He'll go for 43 now. Yeah, I'm sorry, Knicks fans. I don't think Jalen Brunson's going to win MVP in his career. Maybe All-Star Game MVP. Maybe
That's
NBA Cup MVP.
I think that's probably what they were referring to.
Must be. Well, let's see what the 3-point shooting numbers are now. Can't be good. uh, 8 of 28. 28.6%. So obviously the defense, a lot of problems. This is their worst defensive effort in it's been a while. Um, but yeah, I don't know what if they shoot the three like 5% better. That's let's see. Oh, it's sweet. Yeah, I guess even if they haven't taken enough threes. That's part of the problem. 28 is not enough.
Hey.
Hey, the Herd won. They beat. I didn't know this, but they beat the Magic's G League affiliate. For some reason, I thought they were in Orlando, but apparently they're the Osceola Magic now. I think they used to be the Lakeland Magic or something.
Yeah, the Lakeland Magic rings a bell.
Yeah. Mamadi Diakite, G League champion, as a member of that team, the Osceola Magic. I think he was like I forget how that then he comes to the Bucks. He was like their MVP that year or something too, the G League MVP, I want to say. Osceola or Lakeland. No, I take it back. Paul Reed was their MVP. But here, we're going to go look at Mamadi Diakite for a second. Because I assume we're going to see Stanley Amude soon, so it just dovetails right into that.
Yo, Giannis and Dame are still in? I haven't been...
I know, I don't know. Doc's just like, no, you're going to wear it. Oh, I see why he was on the Magic, because the Herd didn't. So like he was a 2A player for the Bucks, but he got signed to the Magic because the Herd opted out of that season. It was the first. It was 2021, like right after the COVID. Like it was like they could still not do it. So he had to go. He was all G League first team, all defensive team, all rookie team. And do you? I mean, he NCAA champion in 2019.
God damn it.
NBA and NBA G League champion in 2021. And he won the Showcase Cup in 2023. He's currently with the Suns G League affiliate, Mamadi Diakite, NBA G and just champion of everything.
Yeah.
Like he's won more rings than so many people.
Just a winner.
This is a game where, this is one of those games where they make every shot as well.
Can the stat that stood out be like the number of points that they score? Is that weird?
I mean, it's that, like, by definition, the final score like just stands out by itself, right?
And like I can talk about what went into it, but it's just very high.
It is very high. Well, here, tell you what, defensive rating. We're gonna pull that up right now because it's gonna be bad. Because it's just a more hey, there's Delon, right? It'll just be
Delon,
a more
right?
way of
Is alive.
Yeah. The Knicks. Oh my God, Morgan. Oh my God.
Yeah.
The Bucks defensive rating today 145.9 right now. AKA the same thing as the Knicks offensive. Wow. Dude. Knicks effective field goal percentage 70%. So like these are 99th or 100th percentile. The Bucks offensive rating's not half bad.
Yeah.
They're 114. That's like about average, but
where are you finding the defensive? Is that a NBA or
Cleaning the Glass?
Yeah.
I have a subscription. Does everyone have access to it?
Yeah, I have access to that.
Okay, good. Yeah, it's just on Cleaning the Glass. You can
what is it right now? I'm going to use it right now that Giannis goes out.
Right now it's 140. Yeah, I mean it probably will stay this way because it's garbage time. Like if not, it will be soon. 145.9.
Okay, great. Thanks.
Hey, Landry Shamet. Yeah, that's just a better way of better way of putting it into perspective, because like the worst defense in the league right now. Let's see what they are. Like Washington, probably. And the Bucks have before this game, the Bucks had the probably 11th best defense in the league. And over the last 2 weeks, the Bucks had the 5th best defense in the league. 107. They came into this game 12th best defense in the league per cleaning the glass. 112.6. The worst defense in the league, Washington, 120.1. So, yeah, 146. That's crazy. Like, that's fluky. That's bad defense, but it's also fluky. Like, there are two things. It's an aberration, but it's also just bad defense. Anyway. Okay, Ajax is now getting back in there with Amude and Robbins and Marjan. Remember Marjan played those early second quarter minutes? It's kind of where the game started to turn.
I wonder if there's anything to that.
I think that's something I would just because of how I feel about Marjan, it's just something I would mention personally if I were writing. You can do it if you want to.
Say that again.
If I was writing this recap, I would mention what? It seems to start to change around after this. That's just me though, because I admit I am anti-Marjan. I have.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like part of it's Marjan, and part of it was dire enough to need to break glass to put in Marjan.
Of course, yeah. But still, it's funny.
Yeah.
And also remember early in the third quarter when Brunson went to the locker room and it was like, hey. And then he came back and he got up to what? Is he at 42, 43? I forget.
He's at high, whatever it is.
Many. He has tens of points.
Yeah.
Hey,
Cat quiet.
Sims.
Cat up to 30.
Yeah, they're really gonna have to figure out this team. Like, I'm not. Last year, I would have really loved for the Bucks. Like, had the Bucks gotten through Indiana, even without Giannis, had they managed to get through there, I think they could have. I think they would have beaten the Knicks. Giannis or not, like the Knicks were like completely exhausted and banged up. I really wanted them last postseason because I still don't believe in this. I do not believe in the Knicks in the postseason at all.
Yeah.
However, this year, if the Bucks were to face them, I'd be worried about the matchup after seeing what happened today.
Yeah.
After the first game, I was kind of like, all right, well, they didn't have Middleton for that game or whatever. But here, like, we have like a thorough beatdown. And yeah, the Bucks are missing some key players, but this is enough for me to just think like, all right, this might not be a good matchup for them in the postseason. Whereas in previous years, like even last year, I think it would have been fine. So, yeah, I guess maybe that's the team to avoid. Like, just don't be on the same side of the bracket as the Knicks. And the Knicks had it not been for this little skid that the Knicks were on, they'd be the 2 seed right now. Because Boston's been on one as well.
Yeah.
In fact, they might. Let me look at the standings. They might be able to get there, like with another win or two. No, they're 3.5 or 2.5 back of Boston. So okay, they're gonna be 2 back after this one, or something.
Morgan's motto is it is the first point. It's not just the tip.
Okay. So what was it? Like the team that scores the first point wins
55%.
Okay, so this is one of the 45. Wait, who scored first?
I think the Bucks did. Yeah,
Okay, yeah. It's like I know they won the tip, but
I can confirm that. But yeah, that was the Torian to Ajax on the.
Bucks or Knicks are 7 of 10 in the corners today from 3. You
You
might
bet they
want to
are.
know that
Yeah.
if you haven't seen that already.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Yeah,
most of them were probably in that one corner too, right?
and they are. Yep. Oh, it's Steven. Hi,
Your
Steven.
dude. Steven's cool. He came down to Chicago for one of those games recently. What went wrong? Hey, in you want to know a silver lining? The Knicks in transition today, 14th percentile. Nice job, Bucks transition defense.
They didn't need it.
They didn't need to. They didn't have to get in. They didn't have to go run because they were making every shot in the half court.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean the Knicks half court offense. Okay, so I'll try to put this in perspective for you with a like a season long number. Just because like in the half court today, their offensive rating was 136.8, which is outrageous. I want to say like the average one is maybe 100 in the half court.
That was a nice work by DeLon kicking it out of bounds. Good to see.
Yeah. Okay, average half court offense is 113.7. So like still if that's your offense, if your offensive rating in the half court is that good and you've got a 147, now it's 100 it's 147 now, 147.6 if you want to update it. That's probably what that was the stats as of 6 points ago on the board for
Okay.
New York.
I might.
But I assume right now it's garbage time, so that's going to be the final number.
So give me the number again.
147.6.
Jesus.
Because this is from Cleaning the Glass, so like all of probably everything since then is yeah. Ajax for 3, a huge 3 makes it a 28-point game. 29.
On the plus side, the Rapid will be published quite rapidly.
You could do it before the buzzer. Well, no, you just need the score.
Yeah.
You might. I mean, they might like just dribble it out. So yeah.
Yeah, I'm hopeful. Oh,
I was able to do that with that first.
He didn't
Bulls
take
game.
that 3. Oh.
And then he. Oh yeah. There's Tyler Kolek.
The people.
All right, Steve. Hey.
Oh, so close.
Probably his first career attempt.
Including practice.
Yeah. Including college. Hey, Marjan drawing another. The Bucks have drawn what 3 offensive fouls this game, maybe 4.
Yeah,
Stat that
we love
out.
we love the silver linings.
The silver lining here, I guess, is that no one was injured that we are aware of. Nice
Ooh.
putback, Ajax.
Yeah. For the extended, as long as it gets up at some point tonight, that's fine.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah,
I'm just working against time zones, unfortunately. But
no, you're totally fine. I mean, because it's 2:30 for you, so
cool.
yeah, I feel like as long as it's up by like 8 or 9 Central tonight, so.
Okay.
And it can be up before that, certainly.
Okay. I got some errands before places close.
Yeah, you can
But
yeah, that's no problem.
the Rapid will
Yeah,
be.
yeah, it's I mean, I don't I don't know what I've written down in, like, if it's an evening game. I forget what I
I think
wrote down,
when it's a
like,
matinee game.
alright, yeah, that's what I meant to say, matinee.
Yeah.
What did I write? I don't think I made any specific guidance.
You might.
I said 3 to 4 hours after if it's an afternoon game, so,
Oh, okay. Yeah.
yeah, that's good with me.
Cool.
Um,
What the hell was
I'm
that?
gonna
Was that Umude?
we'll have to check the game log, the play-by-play. Foul on Umude. So this is by far the most points that the Bucks have given up this year. Their previous season high was 122 in the game
Wow.
versus Memphis, like at the start of the year.
Oh,
Um,
that was an absolute
that was
ransacking. That was on that game.
yeah. That was like, but prior to this game, that was the most, like, you know, the craziest beatdown they'd been subject to. Um, so yeah, this is
Mitchell about to drop his Bucks postseason outlook in Discord.
oh
On the
yeah.
edge of my seat. Oh, yeah.
Let's see what he's saying.
It's just a meme. There you go, Marjan.
There you go.
Matt Ryan.
Hey, that's okay. I always get him confused with Matt Thomas, the guy who's from lacrosse. They're white
Yeah.
guys who shoot threes. So
Does Matt Ryan shoot threes?
he was well, he did there. I think so. I think he's known as a 3-point shooter. We'll look. Okay, here you go. There's your final score.
Let's go. Publishing. Publish now. A little late, but
You know, it actually, like, we're on a delay here. All right. Well, not much more to say about this one. Let's go have the rest of our Sunday doing something else.
Yeah, errands and then an extended for me. So
for me, this.
Yep.
Cool. Well, thanks for hopping on with me. Hopefully we get to I mean, they get some home games coming up. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
So, all right. Well, you enjoy the rest of your day. Thanks to everyone who tuned in. Take it easy.